Be me. 21 female, college student, work at a coffee shop downtown. Been calling myself a feminist since 15. Took gender studies, know all the buzzwords. Swear off dating men after one last straw. Dude, Kyle leaves his mint green toothbrush at my apartment again, without asking. That face when it feels like a flag planted in my bathroom. Delete his number, vowed to never do this again. Open Notes app and type in all caps, no more men. Felt powerful in the moment. Start telling coworkers and customers, I have a girlfriend, whenever they flirt. Works like a shield, like an invisibility cloak. Think maybe I should actually try it. Download Her, the lesbian dating app. First login feels like stepping into some neon club for cool people. Everyone has astrology bios and shaved sides and pastel hair. Swipe yes on everyone because why not? Imagine I'm about to be embraced by a warm utopian sisterhood. First date with a girl named Jamie. Smells like cedar oil. Talks about dismantling capitalism over matcha. Starts crying in the Uber home about her ex who couldn't hold space. I hold her hand anyway, fingers freezing from February wind. Second date with someone else, she asks for my Spotify login to share playlists. Then sends the 3 a.m. trauma voice notes for a week and disappears. Rinse and repeat with multiple people. Ghosting, vague, busy replies, trauma dumping like it's an Olympic sport. Start to realize the scripts are different, but the dynamics aren't. Feels like being an unpaid therapist instead of a date. But can't say that out loud because it ruins the narrative I built about men being uniquely bad. There's this girl in my sociology class named Ayla. Navy beanie, chews her pen, looks like she walked out of a zine. We get paired up for a project on gendered labor. Grab coffee together after lecture. She starts telling me about her girlfriend. Stories sound exactly like my old boyfriend. She forgets laundry, sulks during fights, weaponizes softness. I nod over my chai, but brain is short-circuiting. One day she shows me text from her GF. 12 messages in a row about a missed call, ending with, "You're exactly like my dad." Ayla locks her screen and mutters, "I don't know why I stay." It's like hearing my own thoughts from 6 months ago, but with new pronouns. By April, I stop swiping. My shift manager, Leela, starts teasing me about my mysterious girlfriends disappearing. She's 30, shaved head, chain necklace, can smell bullshit from across the counter. One slow afternoon, she just says, "You seem tired of pretending." Not even mean, just a fact. I bury my head in the milk steamer until it hisses like an angry cat. Then Jack shows up. Plain drip coffee, big tip, wrinkled Oxford shirt, looks like he just woke up from a nap. Soft thank you like he actually means it. Comes back a few days later, starts lingering, asking about my exams. Invites me to a bookstore. First instinct is, nope. Feel like letting a guy in is betraying the fortress I built. But also kinda miss bookstores and kindness. Say yes. Jack isn't dazzling, he's not a grand gestures guy. He reads slow, asks questions, hands me the bigger half of the sandwich without thinking. Stuff that should be boring but feels like a landmine going off in my brain. Every nice thing he does makes my spine stiffen. I scan for signs of control, like a minesweeper, waiting for the toothbrush moment. Start self-sabotaging. Pick fights over nothing. Cancel plans last minute. Text NVM when he asks if I'm okay. Watch myself knock over my own Jenga tower in real time. Leela and I sit outside the cafe one night after closing. Smoking cloves, smell like burnt vanilla. I tell her about Jack. She listens, flicks ash on the pavement. Says, sounds like you don't trust yourself, not him. It's harder than it should. I go home and Jack has texted a picture of his cat, sleeping on a record player. No caption. I don't reply. Just stare at it feeling weirdly sad. Next day, Ayla texts me a photo of her girlfriend's half-packed suitcase. She's leaving, she writes. I don't even know if I'm sad. Clothes folded in messy squares, like a visual metaphor for our lives. I think about Jamie's cedar smell, the trauma notes, the silence afterward. I think about Kyle's toothbrush still in my bathroom drawer. All these little totems of people I've tried to keep at arm's length. I used to believe gender was the axis of my dating misery. Unto a thought, if I pivoted away from men, the pattern would vanish. But sitting on my futon with my phone buzzing, I see a new map. Fear of being known, fear of losing myself, fear of having to meet someone halfway. using ideology as a fortress instead of a framework. Jack texts again that night. Hope your shift wasn't too brutal. No pressure, but want to watch the meteor shower tomorrow? I type yes, then delete. Type no, delete. Type maybe, delete. Leave phone face down on the windowsill. Watch the streetlights flicker on like tiny suns. Somewhere, Ella is boxing up her girlfriend's things. Jamie is lighting incense in a new apartment. Kyle's toothbrush is still in my drawer under a pack of razors. I haven't texted Jack back. TFW built my whole identity around rejecting something I might actually want. No moral to this story, no clean feminist epiphany. Just me, the window, the sky, the phone buzzing. Look outside, sky looks like wet ink. Think about the meteor shower, how it's just dust burning up, leaving streaks we call beautiful. Maybe that's all we're doing, burning up, leaving traces. Maybe the point isn't finding the perfect axis, but standing still long enough to watch something pass through. Close curtains, lay back on bed. Phone buzzes again, don't pick it up.